Welcome to another episode of the Presidential Executive, y'all. What's going on? This your boy JB right here. This my brother and homie over here, Rag. What it do, my guy?
Man, Happy New Year, man. I hope you enjoyed the holiday and New Year.
Man. It was a good 2022. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the family, with the Brown Party of Six that we have. You know what I'm saying? We have a full crew around here, and you know, we actually. I don't know if you saw celebrated my dad with went to the tennis courts and you know what I'm saying. We did that, man. It was we think we're gonna keep that tradition now. We're gonna go to the tennis courts on his birthday. You know what I'm saying, because that was his favorite sport. You know, tennis, to kind of really big up him and really to get more the kids out. And honestly, that whole thing I bought some gear that next day. You know what I'm saying? The ball, make sure we can get out there more often with the kids and not just talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And be about it. So, but hopefully y'all have had a good start to your new year. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything is well. Also, I want to say, before you start anything, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to the Prez X TV, y'all. Go ahead and actually like this video right now, please. We're on all podcast platforms. We're on, I got the lineup right this time, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Stitcher.
Yeah, that's one.
You know what I'm saying? With the Stitcher, you know what I mean? And also, I want to put out there, we're also on Venmo. So if you want to support the Presidential Executive Podcast and you want to put, you know what I'm saying, any dollar amount, 50 cents, 1 cent, $5, $10, $2,000, you know, kind of whatever you want to.
Don't even matter. We take it out.
It don't even matter. We'll put it to good use out there. So
it all adds up the same way.
And I want to give a shout out to my guy back there behind the scenes. Y'all don't see him, but it's our guy Crown 901 back here. My boy Crown Vic out here. Vic. You know what I'm saying? He's doing us a solid, helping out with some of this production out here. And the crazy part about it, man, the camera that I actually had is not working when this fool is actually here with us now. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to do something here, so I'm slick, kind of pissed off that my stuff is not actually working. And so we gonna, make it do what it do, where we gotta work, man.
And man, y'all make sure, I know JB do a lot with the editing. Let me give you your flowers, because a lot of people don't know. Especially this season, like most of the topics and stuff, but all the editing, you know what I'm saying? Like this guy right here does it, but like all of our promo videos, like our little commercial videos, the guy behind the camera right now, at Crown 901. So if you like need some modeling shots done, or you got a music video or whatever, support my guy. Yeah. Cause he makes us look good. We sound good, but he make us look good.
Well, we say he the busiest guy in the city.
Man, he is. But sometimes he don't return our calls.
Yeah, because I be like, God, leave, man. He be doing everything under the sun. But
right. And he in my emergency contacts, and he don't even but if I died, like when he called me back, I'd be like, I'm dead now. Don't even worry about it. I'm straight. But no, he handle his business.
But he do what he do, man. And he's a good dude. We've been knowing him
I've known him most of his whole life, but like he's been, and so he ain't new to this. He true to this. Yeah. So whether it was being up on stage, being in the studio, now being sometimes in front of the camera, now being behind the camera. Yeah. He put his work in. He done paid his dues.
He do. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to my guy. Guy. I'll be hearing from him probably a little later too. We're gonna get into a few things here, y'all. So it's a lot of stuff. It's been going on, bro. Like, cause we've been off here for a couple weeks just because the holiday situation, family, X, Y, and Z and stuff going on. So it was, we ain't gonna get into it too much, but what's your boy Jussie Smollett? He finally got convicted on, what I'm saying, because he lied again on the case, which is, not here or there, but that happened. What else happened out here? It was I can't even think about it, but it was a few things that happened while we was on.
It's been a lot of things going
on a little hiatus, but a few things that didn't happen, man. What I see, you came in here lit with a smile on your face.
No, don't do that.
Which I think I know what it was, man. I think it was because Megan Good is officially single.
Oh, now. Okay. So like I said, if I ever, it ain't even got to be Vegas. It can be down the street.
Down the street, okay.
I'm a man of prayer, but like God already know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna sit up here in front and like, I just want to be right and do right. When it comes to making good,
I've
already made.
You saying he your shepherd and you know what he wants.
He knows what I want. He knows what I want. What my guy said, I like you and I want you. But now, I hate that she's going through a divorce. Yeah, you know, I don't ever want to see anybody go through that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know my motto: if I dance with her, I got a chance with her. I'm just saying
that
Megan
part about
Good,
it.
You have a fan in this guy.
Yeah, and this happened maybe a few weeks ago now, because you know it was officially, I guess, Devin Franklin and Megan Good got a divorce, and I ain't gonna lie, this is what happened to me. I saw his Instagram, right, and he kind of put out there like he made it sound like it's a beautiful thing. He made it sound divorce like, oh, we're going to the next level of how we loving each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
I want to go to the next level of how I'm loving her.
I've never heard divorce sound so good.
Whoever edited this, chop this clip up so we can post it so I can tag her in it so she can see. And I'm not gonna lie, oh, that nigga thirsty. So judge your mama. Don't judge me. I'm in peace. I know who I am. I'm cool.
What Andre 3 Sex said about hoes, he was like, at least they know what they want.
Exactly.
At least they know what they want.
They know what they want.
At least they know what they want.
But nah, that's some BS, man. And I, you know, I had respect for Devon, but for that. If you're gonna get a divorce, just get a divorce and say we're going our separate way. But don't be we're going to the next level on how we love each other.
Next level of how we're gonna love each other. I'm like, bro, like
stop it.
Like I guess that's a new statement to put if you're going through a divorce. But I'm like,
stop it.
But if you're going to go there, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Then the next week, I think he put out something. Well, you know, he's going through a period and going through a time, so he's not going to be posting on social media that much often now. So
all I know is if I show Megan Good how much I want to love her, I won't be able to take communion at church on Sunday. Please believe it.
You're gonna be ready to love on that. So, but yeah, so
I've been on Megan Good since Eve's Bayou. Since she was a little girl in Friday with the head turned back, we're talking
Friday,
about Big Warren. I can't stand him.
Yeah. Yeah,
she played on the episode of Touched by an Angel. Like, don't play with me. I go back with the Megan Good love is real.
Yeah, now that's real. That's real. Now, going to that and probably even to this one, man. I wanna. We're from Memphis. You know what I'm saying. We've actually talked about with Velly here. We're talking about the Dolph situation. With this Dolph situation here, the guy, actually the rapper name was him, Straight Drop. You know what I'm saying? He said he's going to turn himself in tomorrow.
So today is Sunday. What's today's date? The 9th?
The 9th.
So by the time you all see this, it's supposed to be Monday, January 10th is when he's supposed to be.
Right. He would have been already turned himself in by then. But the crazy part, he posted this junk on Instagram. And he said he's going to turn himself in on Monday at 2:01 p.m. And for Memphians, we know what 2:01 means. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody else around the nation and internationally don't know what that is.
Right.
But 201 is the name of our prison, our jail downtown on Poplar. 201 Poplar. So he, you know what I'm saying? Him poking fun and then saying he's going to be out real quick. He'll be out within a blink of an eye. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So given that, and this is kind of
and so y'all, if y'all don't know, what is it? Drake did it as well as the Project Pat song where we say that's if I get caught, man. With a 4th floor bound,
yeah,
like that's what he's talking about. The 4th floor, 201 Poplar. That's what he's talking about,
right? And so, given it, this is the one interesting to me because, you know, my nephew, Lil Tommy, he dude's age, Key Glock,
right,
Straight Dropper's age, and so he has associations around these. So
dudes. He knows those guys.
He knows them
through
other people.
Right. He's a friend of a friend.
Right, exactly. And so he was telling me a couple weeks ago, he was like, you know, this whole situation and how they was on the internet trying to get clout for this. And I was like, nigga, that's dumb. Like, why would you?
Because you're not going to. And you know what sucks, though? So the other day, I was watching some of his videos, and this is what sucks. I'm like, this nigga can actually rap.
Yeah.
Good, like I'm like I actually like if it wasn't
he slick sound like Pooh Shiesty.
The stuff I'm like I wanna like because it's bumping.
Yeah,
I want to be like bumping it, but at the same time, like it sucks, but it's good.
Right,
but what you did sucks.
You think he sound like Shiesty a little bit to me? That would kind of sound like to me.
He's similar, but I like his flow a little bit better.
Okay,
his voice kind of sound like Shiesty to me, but I like. His flow a little bit, but that's the crazy thing. I'm sitting up here actually critiquing and I'm like, but you know what I'm saying? And so like that's like
Vic, you heard him before, bro? You heard of Straight Drop? You heard of Straight Drop? You heard of stuff?
Not until none of this stuff happened.
Okay.
Go look him up. Like he real live though. Like he,
I ain't gonna lie.
And that's the crazy thing. Like it's good, but
yeah. Does he sound like Pooh to you a little bit? Like when I first heard him, I was like, nah, he kind of sound like.
I can say that.
Okay. I ain't know on the one.
A lot of rappers sound like Pooh.
True that.
Free Fugiano.
Foogie.
Oh, that's my. Oh, Foogie is my man.
Foogie
my cousin. He just don't know it yet.
Yeah, he just don't know it. Foogie.
I just want to be in the video with Foogie hitting the, you know what I'm saying? No, hey, I mess with Foogie.
Foogie cool though. But to me, bringing this out, this actually could be one of the topics that we could get back like we did on the first
things
season.
we do for clout.
Things we could do for clout. But to
when
me,
keeping it real goes
to me,
wrong.
it seems like rappers these days, like when we was growing up, you got a lot of. We had a song back in the day, do music, Studio Gangsters.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so with Studio Gangsters, that's basically when people, pretty much flage of, kind of what they
act
actually
like they really out here.
Yeah,
doing
but they're not really about that life,
dirt.
right? And so we had a lot of people that weren't about that life, but they'll go in the studio and talk about it. But it seems to me today, you tell me if I'm wrong, both of y'all tell me if I'm wrong, that cats today, they more so, they want to talk about it in the studio, but then try to bag up what they say in the studio just to be like, I ain't one of these studio gangsters. I do this here in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like they really about, okay, I talk about it, but just because I talk about it here, now I got to do it just because I put it out there. Like back in the day with us, people would talk about it, but they ain't going to really do that street stuff.
So I'll say it like this. So like the perfect example of that is like you look at somebody like Uncle Luke, right?
Yeah.
Nobody ever stepped to Uncle Luke. You know who else nobody ever stepped to? Hammer. And Hammer was sitting up with the big ass pants, dancing around, twerking and stuff like that. But ask any so-called hard rapper from that era, every single one of them, nigga, easy them didn't step to Hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson rode with Hammer's like, oh, I mess with him. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like Redman got a story on the Vlad. Right? Yeah, Oakland. He got a story on the Vlad interview with Redman. He like apologized to Hammer because he's like, sir. And he was like, I had to tell him, sir, I'm sorry. He's like, because Hammer rolled up on him. Hammer ain't got one gangster record out.
Right. He getting that money.
Like Hammer most gangster record was Pumps in the Bump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's when he was doing the butterfly with the shorts on and the Timberland boots, right?
Pumps and Bump was fly.
You know what I'm saying? With Dion in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pumps and Bump was it.
Again, what was Uncle Luke? Uncle Luke had all the twerk songs. All of his songs was about shaking ass and popping booty and coochie and everything like that. Yeah. He never had but I bet you wouldn't nobody step to Uncle Luke. You ask guys like Ross and Trick Daddy, they swear by Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
But those dudes were really gangsters though.
Right.
Or they were in that life and affiliation.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't rap about the stuff they were doing because, to your point, the clout chasing, you get caught. You got to do that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what happens when you're a real, I would say, and I guess younger people may not remember, but like we were late teens, early 20s, like C Murder.
Yeah.
Was really that nigga when it came to the street stuff. And then you see what happened. Boosie, another one, almost got the death penalty. He actually was on death row.
Yeah. And
when he won his appeal, Gucci, guys like that. And so you see, you really can't be out there doing it. Only ends one way. And your Gucci's and your not C Murder, but Boosie's are the exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Because you got other dudes in there that's still doing, like look at Suge. He wasn't no rapper, but you out here doing that stuff. You gonna be 80 years old when you get out of jail.
Yeah.
And so you remember when I was mentoring out in Orange Mound, a lot of them kids that I was talking to, mentoring, man, the time me and Nardo left, within 2 years, we had 20-something dudes, young men, gone, dead, killed violently, not in like a car accident, like shot in the street. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of them have either done some time and out or doing extensive time. And I guarantee everybody in there doing extensive time, nobody want to be in there. So like that ain't how you want your movie to end. So I know, y'all nigga, you old look. And from somebody, you can tell them because you actually experienced something and we've talked about that before, but like, what did you feel like being in the street? And you didn't have to, but you did that. Right. And like, what was the feeling like when you thought you might have to actually do some hardcore time?
Yeah, I was ready to call mama, you know what I'm saying? Like super quick, you know what I mean? Like it was a difference. I spent some time in jail when I went in. It was overnight, and then I had to go back for a weekend, you know what I'm saying? And I was, you know, next to somebody that murdered somebody that was in some assault or something. We was just talking. I'm like, what you in for? What you in for? You know what I'm saying? So we're like, damn, to me, we on two different levels. So why am I in the same vicinity as, you know what I'm saying, as you? And so, you know what I mean? It's a whole different level, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, I didn't cry. I didn't cry, do nothing like that. I did whatever time I had to do and did it. Thank God it was only 3.5, 4 days, you know what I'm saying? But those 3.5, 4 days was enough to be like, I don't want to go back, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, what that may be. So
and a lot of people don't know, y'all see the executive, but his situation could have ended a lot worse than what it was.
Definitely could have.
So like, I know you're like, oh, you only did 3 or 4 days. Y'all have no idea. You know, we kind of gloss over it, but yeah, it could have ended a lot worse than what it was for what you know, some of the things that you was involved in and doing. And so, and I just said that to say, like, and you know, you weren't raised by a weak man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Your brothers wasn't weak dudes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You had strong, your cousins, the people you grew up around strong men, so you didn't have a coward bone in your body, but yet and still, like you said, when you was in that moment, and I just said that to say, a lot of these dudes didn't grow up like how we grew up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even our guy Vic was around strong guys, had guys to hold you up that wasn't gonna let you be weak. A lot of these guys didn't grow up like that. And I'm telling you, I've seen them. You know, you see them behind that glass. What Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Everybody a gangster till you get behind that glass. Like everybody, you a G till you hit that shower time and you're looking at people who ain't got nothing to lose.
And let me tell you a little quick story. Like what hit me, bro, like I was maybe 11, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? My brother Tommy, you know, he was in that little gang life or whatever. Went to Raleigh, Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So he got caught up one time.
Shout out to the Pharaoh.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he went to jail. He went to 201. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you pick up that phone, you know what I'm saying, at the house, they're like, you gotta, you know, collect all da. Hey, my brother, you know Tommy, you know what I'm saying? He a G, he do his thing, but he wanted to get out of there. He wanted to get out of there, bro. Like he was like, where mama at? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to, you know, come bail me out. What's
Man,
up? What's
shout out
on?
To the big bro, OG, Tommy Jones. You know what I'm saying?
My big bro, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, to your point, you know, he did some things, but he was like, I don't want to be down here. And like I said, I'm thankful when I had an experience like that I wasn't here in Memphis. Because I think my experience would have been a little bit deeper if I was here in Memphis at 201 rather than in Nashville. Which, you know, shout out, you know, it's just different, bro. Like I don't know. It's just different. People that I know went to 201 tell me about their experiences, which, you know what I'm saying, the one I had was not great, but it was different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with different. I'm thinking a lot of people get filtered down here to Memphis from where we at. You know what I'm saying? From Mississippi, from Missouri, whatever.
Arkansas, right?
You know what I'm saying? Arkansas, all that stuff. So it was just a little different story on that. But yeah, the whole Clout. Vic, I want to ask you a question on that too with this. Now, do you think that a lot of cats these days, you know, really, you know, they do what they rap about because they rap about it, you know what I'm saying? So they won't look like a fake or like a studio gangster, so to speak, you know what I mean? Like they really try to be about their life because they talk about it, because they don't want to be what our generation called as being wanksters, as 50 said, or, you know, studio
now it's like, oh, you capping, bro, no cap.
Right, exactly.
Definitely. I think a lot of artists try to establish, like Roche saying, you got your exceptions. I think one of the newer, younger age exceptions is Pooh Shiesty, like we were talking about. You know, it's really about their life, as we can see. you know. But you have people who just want to if you can be around it. Like, you might have people in his camp, like you got a Big 30 now. Mm-hmm. Big 30 now don't necessarily have to hear his lifestyle because he's around and he claims to be a person that's best friend with Pooh. So you kind of got a lot of people trying to attach themselves to that name, and also, you know, they don't have to do those things like you were saying. They won't have to live their life exactly as long as you got your name attached to somebody who really is.
Right.
You know, like a lot of people say, Gucci Mane, he only go get all the Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Which is
and everybody like let's say Pooh Shiesty, Fugi, like all them dudes.
He got 3 people in jail, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
He got 3 people in jail right now.
Now, if you get signed with Gucci, you know, you could be a goody two shoes. Like you sign with Gucci right now.
Yeah. So you saying I need to go try to sign with Gucci? Shout out Goo-Wop.
You a killer.
I always hope.
See, and that's part of my point. Like, because I think now because Gucci, for what you were saying, Vic, like he go for the real street folks. Like, even Gotti now, he got ESTG. Right. You know what I'm saying? He from Louisville, Kentucky, from the street out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when people, like, to me, but that's just to me, you know, that's to me, I think that's what got Dolph caught up. You know what I'm saying? Just because you talk to anybody, they were saying, you know, Dolph was a good dude. He really, you know, gave a lot and did that stuff, but he surrounded himself with a lot of street cats. Well, namely a lot of younger street cats that, you know, because I think Dolph was like 36, 37.
I was gonna say they had pictures on the internet where the guy was actually in the background.
Yeah.
And because they had his face circled, and it was like several different pictures where he was around. So it wasn't somebody who was completely unfamiliar, you know, with him. If that's, you know, true, it wasn't somebody who didn't know him and how he moved and everything like that.
Right. And so, allegedly, or even the word out there was that him and his crew or whatever stole one of them pre-chains, the PRE, you know what I'm saying, for one of Dolph's younger upcoming artists, you know what I'm saying, and he was out there flaunting it, you know what I'm saying, just like saying, I got it, you know, and what? You know what I mean? So to me, this is just my opinion. We don't know. Like I said, when this actually comes out, we'll probably have more information. The dude, you know, turn himself in or whatnot. But to that point, if you're doing good, just like if you're doing good and you got everything going and you doing stuff in the street, but your associations are some grimy niggas, or some, you know what I'm saying? Like, that association gonna come back to you because you the head dude. Right. Even if, you know, right or wrong or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Dolph got caught up in the young niggas game, which it wasn't his fight. Right. But it was his fight because he was associated with him and he was the head dude. And so they felt they probably had to do something to him, you know what I'm saying, off that rip, which...
I mean, look, I don't get it twisted. Like, I got, you know, grimy hood niggas I kick it with, but they all got 401ks and stocks and bonds and stuff like that. So it's not on no young, stupid stuff. And you got to learn how to be around without actually being around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you move and shake. I was here. You won't know I was there till I'm back somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time I post, and I do it like when I go out of town, by the time I post my pictures and stuff like that, I'm back in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? People hit me up and be like, oh, bro, I see you down in Miami. Like, no, I'm back home.
I'm glad you see, that's what I do. People be seeing me going to the kickboxing gym, whatever. When I post when I was there, nigga, I already left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not posting when I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't pull up thinking you gonna see me. Like, I'm back.
And I'm not a street dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different ways that we grew up and how we move. We don't want certain folks people just to know in general where we at. So you just feel like you have access to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Usually when I post something, we already been there and done that. I'm back in my, you know, destination or vicinity where I've been at. You know what I mean? So you already know.
Man, what else we got up? What's been going on?
What's been going this one is interesting because we love this podcast. You know what I'm saying? That we've actually talked about on this show. The I Am Athlete podcast. Okay. I'm not sure if you knew or no, I just found this out maybe a few days ago. The original crew broke up.
Oh wow.
Okay. When I say the original crew, that's the two that branched off was Fred and Channing.
Okay.
They got a new podcast called the Pivot Podcast with Ryan Clark.
Okay.
Them three together. And they had a nice little, episode the last they had 2 episodes up, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm giving them a free plug, whatever.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
You know
man.
what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to the Pivot
It's cool
Podcast.
with that. But it was another thing to where this is nowhere near a messy breakup like the Joe Budden thing, but they had different visions from B. Marsh to them to what they want to present, like, which I kind of slick saw that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you've been watching lately. He been on a lot of NASCAR series.
Yeah. He been going a lot of
trying to branch off, trying to do this big thing. And for me, for what I gathered, they actually talked about in the first episode why they left and all this stuff. And they basically was like, they didn't have the same vision. They thought the lane that they was going in when they first started, they kind of tried to break from that.
Right.
And they kind of was like they went down with that basically, which I understood because they had some phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I loved everything they were doing, man. And even when the original crew, when they started talking about NASCAR, like that was cool because it's like, okay, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then it's like
they kept going.
I'm like, okay, y'all not talking about nothing. I mean, even like when they would have guests,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like they had like that was actually a very good one.
Yep.
I remember they had Ryan Clark on there.
Yep.
They had
that's the one they had with D Wade, the one we talked about with
but
pandering.
Still, right? Like that was a good episode. It was. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
And so I hate that because you can't. Like that chemistry they had was so organic.
It was, man, because all of them were different.
And but you could tell that the friendship was real, that the brotherhood was real. They all had knew each other either from being teammates or being in that Miami area because Fred Taylor is from that area.
Yeah.
But then you had Brandon, Chad, and Channing all played. On Miami at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They all were on the Dolphins team.
That's right. Yeah,
at the same time. And even when they had that one guest, his name is Jared, light-skinned guy with the dread.
The big dude.
He played in Miami with them,
he did,
too. And so it's like, man, they got a good organic chemistry. They really friends. They really brothers. And I just hate that man, because that was my crew. Like I felt like I was like the 5th member. You know what I'm saying? When I be watching, I felt like I was a part of that crew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because that was all different. But like I said, if you watch the first episode of their Pivot Podcast, they get into it, why they left, kind of what happened, the setup of it. You know what I mean? And if you look at it, I looked at the I Am Athlete podcast with B. Marshall. He got somebody else in there to kind of, I don't know if he's gonna swing people around, every episode or something like that to, to kind of take their place. But Ocho's still there. Okay. But, so that was an interesting thing on that. So I just want to put that out there. And this is kind of a quickie on here. We can all chime in on this one.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard. It's alleged, so I don't want to act like it's real or it's an actual fact out here. But it was some rumors out there that, Steph and Aisha Curry were, we're kind of cool with having an open, marriage, so to speak. And so it had me thinking that, as a man, how we, do, and, we like, hey, if we can have our cake and eat it too.
We like commitment, but not as much as we love options.
Exactly.
That's a line. That's a bar, by the way.
That is a bar. Now, but that's how a lot of men think. But when you really go down and think about it, like this, I'm in a marriage now, bro. Like, but before, when I was in a situationship back in my TSU days, and I didn't have claimship on this here woman, but she had some good,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And so
I hope none of your exes be watching this joint mad and commenting.
I've heard some of them do. I've got news that one of them.
You used to cheat on me, JB.
Yeah, I've been noticed that one of them do, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, how you doing? But but even being in a situationship, not being in a marriage, at this point in time, when I had a thought of her being with another dude at that time, I was infuriated. But at that point, I didn't have no reason to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine being like, it's cool if as a man you going out, you doing what you do. Hey, I got options. My wife cool with it. But then it's different when your wife got options too.
Because you could be out here looking like Will Smith.
Right. And somebody else, hitting them.
That's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me.
And somebody else hitting them yams. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, you know what I'm saying, going full force, like the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Like the group that was in the house party.
Right. When somebody else doing that to your wife, like, to me, the cheating is the mental part about it. It ain't the physical, okay, whatever. But it's the mental. Another dude inside your wife and she liking it. Like, if she don't like it, that's different. But she liking it, and that's different, dog. Like, that's like, where do you sit on that? Would you be open to you being in a marriage and both of y'all have the license to do what you do?
In a marriage, no. And let me, like, for me, like, the times that a woman was unfaithful to me, it was never sexual. It was always because this nigga got more money, or he's cuter. You know what I'm saying? Or I want
cuter. What she no, I mean, about,
the nigga is handsome. And, I always wanted to, but like, nigga, I am what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm day one. You know what I'm saying? I was, like I said, I was the king of the side niggas. So, all I'm gonna say is, and this is, you know what I'm saying, like, if you go to Breath of Life, kindly fast forward. Pass the mouse, pass the mic, pops, y'all kindly fast forward. But all I'm gonna say is when you're in a situation and somebody's like, what you trying to do to me? What are you doing to me? Oh, I can't believe. Like, when you hear those expressions, then you right. I'm good. Right. I am my daddy's son. I'm good. Yeah. And hey, I didn't call him Big Rag, so y'all can take that however y'all want to take it. But I'm my daddy's son. But for us, I think guys, we feel some type of way because it's an ego thing.
For sure.
And what we have to remember is that until you said, like, don't none of them women belong to me. I've always looked at it differently. We outnumber women on the planet 15. I mean, they outnumber us 15-1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the odds of them, if I'm a one, like if me, you, and Vic, we're 3 of the upper echelon out of 15 women. Okay, well then that means that multiple probably gonna mess with us, and then some of them, if somebody don't like me, they might mess with you on the side for whatever reason. I can't be in my feelings about that unless that's my wife. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so now if we're talking about a spiritual thing and righteousness and godliness, okay, that's a whole nother conversation. But if we just dealing on a regular thought process, why get mad? It's 14 other women out there that you haven't. Right. If we dealing with it on that level. So I ain't never felt that way. My rules. Don't make a video. Don't bring me back another nigga baby. And don't give me an itch I can't scratch. That's how I feel about it. Because if you're coming back to me, am I losing? If you come back and you laying next to me, am I really
not
losing?
Married though, right?
Right. Okay. Now, if you going with the nigga, if you canceling our dinner dates and date nights, and I'm like sitting up, looking at my wife, and I'm sitting at the table with fresh dinner made, and you coming in and you need to hop in the shower. Okay, then you go with that nigga. Now I feel some type of way. Yeah. But like if every time I get ready to get at you right there with it, when I be like, hey baby, we going, you okay, here I come. Hey, take off work, we finna go out of town, you're there. Then that mean you really with me. That just means you're doing something. So now when I go kick it with y'all, and then you be like, oh, that nigga out, let me go on and go. Don't make a video. Don't bring me back another nigga baby. And don't give me an itch I can't scratch. Like, if when you have that baby and then I'm like, it's a whole mulatto being born, and I'm like, wait a second. Now, my hair is not that good. Yeah. Like, that baby come out crying in Spanish or something like that. Like, I feel, wait a second now.
He said Spanish.
That baby come out crying, hola, como esta? Like, now I feel some type of way because, like, first of all, I know Spanish, but I be speaking the words out of order. Like, come on now.
Okay. So
that's all I'm saying.
So but married though.
No. If you're married,
okay,
that's different.
Okay, but
that's
married.
Different.
Okay, it's different. Okay,
that's different.
Vic, I'm coming to you, man, because you the married brother in here as well. So what's up, man? What if you were you are married in a situation?
And he winning, by the way, too, though.
Yeah.
That nigga winning.
He is winning.
Good job, Vic.
The beautiful Jasmine, shout out, salute to that. You know what I'm saying? So what?
Nigga, I toast to you, my nigga.
What is your thoughts on this, my guy? Like, as far as would you ever be in an open marriage? As far as like, okay, you cool to go do what you do, but then also your wife is cool to, do what your thing as well. Okay.
I think he would
Okay.
be okay if she was like he could do what he want to do when she gonna be at home. I think.
Yeah.
Don't answer. Don't answer.
See, and that's my thing. I think most men are cool with that until it gets to
Right.
like I said, for me, when I was in my situationship, you know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, she wasn't my girl anyway. I stole her from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But just the thought, you know what I'm saying, of her, because, you know, you invested. This is where the spiritual tie comes into. Because, you know what I'm saying, as the word says, you know, when you actually connect sexually with a woman, you are spiritually connecting with somebody. And so when you actually getting with that, within that, is something personal that actually, you know, gets to you. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I couldn't explain it because she wasn't my girl. She wasn't my wife. But I was hot because I knew what it was when you was up in there doing what you do, and some other dude was experiencing that too. And, you know, and just the enjoyment of her liking that was just detrimental to my mental. You know what I'm saying?
So would it be the same if it wasn't sexual?
I don't think so. Not for me.
Good one.
Not for me. Because not for me. Because as a man, like for me, when this is just me, maybe y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but when you're sexually active with a woman, you know what I'm saying, and you doing what you do, you hitting it right or whatever, she has her facial expressions. You know the certain stuff you like. You know what I'm saying? And so when somebody else doing it, they getting the same thing. And so that mental for me, with her enjoying that to that extent, hits me first. Now, if it's not sexual, it's like, oh, I just like her. You'll feel bad, but it wouldn't hit to the core. Like, niggas get killed over what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't involved with her sexually, I don't think it would be that crucial.
The other person.
The other person?
If you were involved with her sexually, but she still wants to go out, but she's not involved with her.
I would kill over that quicker than I would over sex.
I didn't
because
know
I feel like they go together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
my thing.
let's just be real. Let's just be real. It's sometimes you done knocked it down within 10 minutes. It's sometimes
it don't take long.
You might be on some Red Bull. It might be early in the morning. You done woke up 15, 20.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you trying to show out, prove something, you might go 30. But like, let's just be you talking about 30 minutes out of
that's a long time now.
Right. No, I ain't gonna lie. I had some stuff to prove, and I had to show out sometimes. I got some time.
You was on that Blue Chew.
No, even before that. I mean, you know what? Y'all need to sponsor us too, by the way, though. I will do that.
What's up, Blue Chew?
But no, I've had some times when I tried to prove something, like, and like, nigga, I used to watch a clock. Like, I'd be trying to make sure I was within. So, cause I got a reputation to maintain. But when you dealing with somebody on the regular, and you know what works, you know what you got to do, you know how you move, you know it don't take that long. So I'm gonna do this. You gonna get yours one time in this way. Then I'm gonna go here. You gonna get another one. So then after you get your second or third, oh, okay. At that point now, I've accomplished my mission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You've got 2 or 3. Okay, well, let me go and get this one over with. And if you catch me in round 2, then you already know it's really going down, because guys know your second round. Oh, it's. Because you're not as sensitive and everything like that. So now it's a marathon. I mean, yeah, it's a marathon in round 2, not a sprint. So, like, the sexual part is not very long, okay? But when
he can speak to this, y'all, because he's actually still single. He's not married, so he can actually
and y'all know my autobiography, The Rest Life of Roche Ragnar. But so I don't trip that much off of the sex, because it's not that. And like, just be real. If you really feel some type of way, the women you felt the most about is the women that you gave the most time to. Yeah, it's not the sex, because you had chicks you probably was banging every day that you don't really think about. But that girl that you was on the phone with 5 hours,
but to me,
you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. You constantly going on dates and doing that. You felt some type of way, because the difference between us and them is, for us, we feel like we're getting screwed when we give our time up. So the woman that you giving all these hours to, we feel like they feel laying on our back. You know what I'm saying? Like, for us, that's our laying on our back.
To me, that went hand in hand with me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? To me, like, for me, truly, I can't say that I ever had a legit one night stand. You know what I'm saying? Legit. When I say one night stand, to me, in my mind, you do what you do. I'm done with you. No communication, no texting, no, hey, how you doing? Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I've never had a one night stand. Anybody that
I've only had a couple. Like, most of the time I've at least, what's that song say? If I hit it one time, if I hit it two times, if I hit it three, I've always gotten at least three.
I've never had a one night stand because it went hand in hand. If I, you know what I'm saying, I might have been a little roguish back then, but I wasn't to the extent my other dudes, now they were doggish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They would have one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have, you know what I'm saying, it may last a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a few weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So mine went hand in hand. But to your point, what you're saying, Vic, if sex wasn't involved, I don't know, because it's always been involved with that. It went hand in hand. So I can't really speak on if it was just that, because dang, like I wasn't spending time with you unless you would, you know what I'm saying, giving up the Twinkie. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I feel like because if we gonna go back to if I was married to Jada Pinkett Smith, trust and believe, you can't get more hoes than me. You know what I'm saying? So please, let's play that game. And this is why. No. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Who did she creep with? She creeped with August Alsina. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of like at an upper echelon. Mm-hmm. She's not creeping with Jim that works in produce. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Me, nigga, I will mess with Alice in produce. So you're not gonna get more than me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's be real. Like, think about the caliber of woman that Will Smith could get. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So like, and we ain't talking about going with, and that's where these niggas mess up. I'm not trying to go with you. If we're just strictly talking about on we open and I'm just doing whatever, right, you're not going to get more than me, because you're going to get emotional. These niggas got to spend time with you. These niggas got to go out with you. These niggas got to talk on the phone with you. We don't have to have a conversation. Where you going to be at? What time? All right, bet, I'm pulling up. What you drink? What you sipping on? What you need? What you need me to pull up with? What you got? Okay, I'm there. That's the thing. So if I was going to be in a situation like that, that person don't want to go there with me simply because for me, it is a thing of, okay, if you're not buying what I'm selling, I'm out. I'm not finna be on the phone with somebody 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months to see if we're gonna have maybe do something. And that with women, man, she had a full life. She went with August. Like, they went together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be going with nobody.
So what are you saying, that it was not an entanglement?
No, hell no. That was a word we got for the dictionary. That's what that was. We got a new word for the dictionary. She played that in Will Face doing the interview. But she was going with him though. Right. Is what I'm saying. And that's why, to be honest, that's why I really feel like he's so hurt about it. That's true. It wasn't just a bam, bam, bam. She was going with this, and now everybody knows that she had a whole boyfriend on the side.
She was emotionally involved, sexually involved, sound like spiritually involved.
And if we being godly and obeying the word, then no. If I'm doing it, my folks been married 40-some years, and my dad has never dipped on my mom. And as far as I know, my mom has never dipped on my dad. Right. And ain't nobody, I ain't got no little brothers or little sisters like, dang, you look an awfully lot like my folks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Of course, my mom ain't got, we would know, but like, it ain't no folks to be coming around like, oh, hey, we're just a friend of the family. Like, dang, you look just like my brother. Like, and ain't nobody ever came forward and said my mom or dad has ever done anything inappropriate. Yeah. So if I'm married, I'm not doing it. If I'm working to get married, I'm working to do things that way. I'm speaking strictly from a perspective of these people who are talking about an open relationship and open marriage. Like I said, but with that being said, though, if I was, anybody who know they want to go, if Megan Good ever decides she want to marry a nigga, you can't get more hoes than me. I'm just saying, because you're going to want to go with them niggas.
But she'll get the ones that count, though.
Nah, okay.
She'll get the ones that count to hit you more publicly.
Wait.
She'll get the ones that count to hit you publicly.
If Kelly Rowland and Riri, well, she with, my nigga, but if those type of women saw that I was getting Megan Good, be thinking like, dang, what is he doing? And guess what? Do you think I'm not gonna go? I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going.
But what I'm saying is, like, even if Jada had this, like, okay, you can get the hold on, you can get the woman in produce, you can get the woman at Kroger, you can get the woman at the Regions Bank.
I didn't what I'm saying? I said more hoes. I didn't say quality.
Right. But I'm saying
she might can get Denzel. But that's okay.
She can get the quality.
I got Morris Chestnut and Michael Ealy. I'm just saying
quality gonna be that quality gonna be more public. You know what I'm saying? Because Jada, she may not get more than you, But the few that she get is gonna be public, and it's gonna hit you even more.
Yeah,
because
she gonna make hers public. But you know my motto: you don't never let nobody know your next move. So you don't know what I've done.
That perception,
you might
that reality.
Know, like, oh snap, he messed with Kelly Rowland too. That's the only one you know about. You don't know about them Chicago Bulls cheerleaders. Them I don't even like the Cowboys. Them Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
The Chicago Bulls
Vic
janitor,
wife cousin. You don't know about her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got
your
that.
sister-in-law. You don't know.
So
you don't know.
So Vic, okay, we got you on that. So you said no, right? Okay, we'll leave it at that. But just know, Vic, this is not going to be your last time on this, so you can be totally open and honest with us. That's going to come in time, my brother. That's going to come in time. You know what I'm saying?
Vic ain't going to say nothing, but he was slick agreeing with me. He's like, yeah, you got a point.
Say, nigga, I don't know. He had that face like, I don't know. Y'all can't see the face, but we saw the face. Oh, let me think about that. Okay, but okay, now let's get into this sports segment real quick, y'all. Ending this pod here, man. The Memphis Grizzlies, our hometown team, they are balling. They have Ja Morant, which is MVP candidate. He's an MVP candidate. The Grizzlies, just my opinion, we're the deepest team in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go 12 deep, easy. You know what I'm saying? We had no Dylan Brooks last night, no Ja Morant. We still win the Clippers, you know what I'm saying, by double digits, almost 20 points. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm still on Jaren Jackson's head. I think he still needs to continue to improve.
Play how he was playing with me, like showing us what you can do.
Exactly. That's my thing.
Now you know who I'm. Shout out to my team.
Go ahead, do that.
But I will say this though,
Bulls. Okay.
So people who supposed to be Grizzlies fans, I want to say this. I've prayed about it. I've thought about it. I want to say this in the nicest way possible. Okay. When it comes to talking about Ja Morant and those people who said that he should have stayed hurt or not played, what I need you to do is take one step back and literally shut the fuck up. We've got a great player. Look into my eyeballs. The Grizzlies have a great player in Ja Morant. He is a generational type player. He is to what Memphis is to what Derrick Rose was to Chicago.
You know that wasn't us, though.
He is Russell. Oh, we know.
You know it wasn't us.
We know some privileged people who can disrespect police officers and nothing happen. Who said it?
It wasn't us.
But I digress.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
When it comes to Ja Morant, Ja is a treasure.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm not gonna say where, but you know who I work for.
I do.
And I was tripping because I'm delivering my stuff. And guess who I had some stuff for? I was right in front of the crib of the great Ja Morant.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm looking. I'm like, what the? And I ain't gonna lie. I was looking. I was hoping somebody would. I would have took a picture with his pops for the gram. You know what I'm saying?
Should have did it, man.
But yeah, I would have. I was looking for T.
And then you tagged the pop.
Where you at? Yeah, I would have tagged him too. But he is a treasure. I hope he stays in Memphis for his career, or at least a majority of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope that they retire his jersey in the forum.
He's an honorary Memphian to me. Like he is Memphis.
He has embraced this community. I was digging the Nike commercial. You know what I'm saying? They had Moneybag in the Nike commercial where they was talking about, you'll never win this. You'll never do this here. And it's like, why not? Like, right. I was digging that commercial. Ja is somebody who continues to work on his game, and we need to appreciate people while we have them in our lives, because the worst thing ever is when somebody who has done us right is gone, and we're like, oh man, I wish we coulda, woulda, shoulda.
But this is something that we've never experienced. Like Memphis, we actually have a superstar.
Right.
Like we've
had
good players,
good, but they were not superstars.
We've had good players, but Ja is,
and he talk it and back it up.
Yes.
On Kyrie, on Steph,
talking,
playing verse when they played versus Brooklyn the other night, man, going at KD
on their head, bruh. On their head.
Y'all better play with y'all mama and leave Ja alone.
Yeah, Ja that dude, man. Ja that dude. And so I do, before we end this, I want to get into the Memphis Tigers.
I was going to say, I thought you was going to go about jumping Jackson in the end zone.
But yeah, we're going to get to that. Just a little quickie real quick. But with the Tigers, before we start shooting, the Memphis Tigers just beat the Cincinnati Bearcats at home because of Tyler Harris. Shout out to Tyler Harris. Salute to Tyler Harris on that. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I want to talk about is Penny. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say it. Like, I think Penny has did a fair job, but I think he's going to learn as he goes. Now, he can recruit, right? But my thing is he needs to learn how to recruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can get whoever he wants. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to get everybody that's a 4 or 5 star if they don't fit what you need to do. To me, we got too many of the same players. We got 4 or 5 of the same type of wings that do the same stuff. No special. If you look at the 08 team, right? We got D Rose, we got CDR, and Antonio didn't want to score 10 points a game.
Nah, he was a lockdown defender.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to give
locked up everybody, every guard.
He wanted to give you 4 or 5 assists.
Locked him up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, once Penny realized, maybe he realizing this year, he can get all the 5, whoever he wants, but you need to mix in people like Josh Minot. You know what I'm saying? The freshman dude, 6'10". He comes in and just affects the game in different spaces. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to score. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to affect the game, alter shots, do stuff like that. Penny can recruit whoever he wants, but he got to know who to recruit, not just get not to get an all-star team like he did the East, which East was cool. You can do that in high school. You can play in high school and be like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just get the best players and let me win. You can do that in high school, but you ain't gonna pull that stuff off in NCAA. You gotta get 1 or 2. How many 5-stars we had with that 08 team? It was just 1. D Rose. He was the only 5-star. Coming out of high school, CDR was 4. He was 3 or 4-star. You know what I'm saying? So we had 1 5-star, everybody else dogs. You know what I'm saying? Penny has too many of the same type of talent and player to where now it's causing friction and chemistry issues. And I believe at this point we will make the NCAA tournament, but we got to figure out, you know, kind of the roles. Like,
he needs a team like he had in Orlando.
Yeah, that would be cool.
A team like in the movie Blue Chips. I'm just saying, think about it. You had Neon, who was Shaq's character. You had the big center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had the kind of do it all power forward, the white guy. You know what I'm saying? Ricky. You had the point guard, Penny. What's my guy, the wily veteran, Tony, who was point shaving.
They had different roles, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You need the guy, like, you look at the Orlando team. You had Nick Anderson, who was kind of a dog, you know, slasher, shooter. You had D. Scott, who was a specialist, 3-point specialist. Penny being the guard, Shaq in the paint. And then you had some dudes on the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then they got Horace Grant, you know what I'm saying? The rebounder, you know, occasionally make a jump shot power forward. But who remembers who they had on the bench? They had Darryl Armstrong and Anthony Avant and what's the dude with the fade? I can't remember.
Yeah, Rollins, right?
Tree Rollins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they just had some dudes.
Yeah.
But everybody fit their role. And to your point, I think they need to realize that. But with that being said, Penny is a national treasure. Y'all leave Penny alone. I told y'all when everybody was hollering for Penny, when he don't win, everybody, Penny. And I told y'all. Y'all didn't listen to the prayers. I was telling you, y'all are going to feel some type of way when we're just mediocre. Because Memphis has always been that chick who, man, she is gorgeous at prom. But we forget the 180 days of school year when she was extra regular and we wasn't noticing her, and then what's that that she's all that, then she's all that, oh my God, look at Memphis, because we have 1 or 2 years where we fine, and then we think we the ish, and we need to stay in our lane, and we need to be happy with that 18 and 12. You know what I'm saying? We need to win the tournament. 12. We need to win the tournament.
12, bro.
We need to win the
tournament.
You
said 12.
We need to win the tournament.
12?
We need to win the tournament and get in and make some noise in the tournament.
We need to get like Coach Carter.
You see what I'm saying?
Tell him, Vic.
You see what I'm saying?
Jackson was the guy.
No, we don't have no coach like that. What you think about your boy AB though?
AB,
that shit never got a nigga money, man.
Exactly.
Never.
What Vic said, you know what I'm saying?
That man hit him with the Rick James. They should have never gave you niggas money.
He, I don't care what you're going through. The way he exited the field like that, then did jumping jacks in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, he want to talk like his ankle was hurt, but you doing jumping jacks in the end zone? Like, it's like, he deserved what he get, bro.
I would have had more respect for him if he would have just owned it.
Yeah,
you make excuses for it. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Like if you're gonna fuck up, you fuck up royally. And so he did that, but then he tried to double back and be like, well, no, see,
right.
and Gronk, and you're supposed to be my boy. That ain't got nothing to do with you. The only reason you're on an incentive-based contract is because you left $30 million on the table with Oakland. All you had to do was make it to the next week.
I forgot about that.
It's like 3 or 4 days. All you had to do was stay on the team, $30 million guaranteed. And you could have got kicked off, waived, whatever, but you would have had $30 million guaranteed. But like he always want to do, like what we talked about earlier, this clout chasing, you record everything, and that's good. But guess what? You look like an ass to all the other 31 teams that's watching you. And Tom Brady had to save you twice. And every bridge somebody builds for you, you burn it down.
And he threw Tom under the bus.
And then they try to give him an out and say it's something wrong with his mind. His lawyer's like, oh, don't insult him and say he has mental health issues. Oh, okay, you don't have no mental health issues. Well, guess what? That just means you're an ass and an idiot, and you deserve everything you get, or in this case, don't get.
Yeah.
You're not going to make the Hall of Fame because they're going to think about it. T.O. didn't do none of that crap. And you see it took him 3 times. Randy Moss didn't take none of that crap, and they was debating whether or not he'd be first bid.
Yeah.
Your numbers say you should be Hall of Fame, but your antics are gonna keep you out. But ability, numbers wise, it shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah, he gonna be. I saw the video, bro. Like I didn't even know he had a video out. I saw that this morning, dog. I was like, he got a video, and then you could tell he was like in the tunnel, probably at the Jet Stadium.
Right, at the stadium when he did the video.
When he went out, I was like,
do you know what's really frustrating though? It's people who did not get that same opportunity with just as much talent.
Yep.
Had a bad break, maybe some in their past.
Yep.
And you constantly have been given chance after chance after chance after chance. So that's why I don't have no sympathy.
None.
I mean, rest in peace, man. Sidney Poitier.
I forgot
Betty
about
White.
Yeah. Betty White, 99, man.
I feel bad about that. I would have loved to get Betty White on the podcast. Because Betty White be lit.
Betty White was nice, man.
No, man. Come on, man. It's Betty White. You can't do Betty White like that.
You lined it up.
Hey, you right. Stay woke.
Golden,
I would have loved to get Sidney Poitier on here.
Golden Girls, though?
Yeah, no, Golden Girls, man. She was on Mama's Family. She was on all them old celebrity game shows, $25,000 Pyramid, and what's the one where they was all in the little boxes?
Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, Hollywood Square.
Yeah.
Like, man, she was that shit. Oh, and then did you hear the story about how when she had her little variety show, that she had a black guy that was a singer and tap dancer, and they wanted her to give him less time, and she gave him more time, and told him to deal with it, and they canceled her show.
Oh, word? Okay.
Because she was like, no, this is a good performer, y'all don't like it, deal with it, and then they end up canceling her show. So the fact that she was very, as we say now, woke,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then again, going to the legend Sidney Poitier, the first black actor to win Best Actor Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a trailblazer. And
I will admit, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, I didn't even know he was still alive. Like, I didn't even know, bro. I didn't know, dog. When I saw it, I was like, he's 90. I didn't like. I like, dang, he was still here. Like, I did not know because he's not. Obviously, he's still not acting no more. Right. So I didn't know, dog. I didn't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you, y'all. So. That's it for this one, y'all. But continue y'all with that executive mindset,
man, and most definitely keep it presidential.
Salute.
Arrivederci.